Welcome to what is a new patch. Let's go into some patch reading. You know it, chat. Okay, so first of all, hero kill base experience is from 40 to 100. Huge incentive to go for fights now compared to before. Very big incentive to go for fights and to gank, which is going to make it easier from mid heroes, from the mids to gank overall. Hero kill lasted gold increased from 99 plus 7.2 times level to 120 plus 8 times level. So also a lot more gold for getting kills. And the assist gold is going to end up being more when people's net worth is over a certain level. I don't want to pull up my calculator right now, but it shouldn't be too high net worth, I believe, before the assist goal is going to be higher than before as well. All of all, good changes, more aggressive in fighting. Passive gold income is also increased by 10, so we all are richer. There's reliable bounties again. The tower lasted bounty is nerfed, so there's less gold from last hitting a tower, but there's more gold from stacking. So more gold from stacking. I definitely believe that you should be utilizing that as much as possible. I had heard that Dota was becoming what heroes can use the OP items when the time comes. Could you say something on how hero meta will change out of the item changes? Yeah, by the time we're done reading all the changes, I guess. I don't agree that Dota has already become like what heroes can use OP items. You can literally play like any hero in the game, and there are ways to play everything that is strong. So I disagree with that notion. Mid lane creeps changed from medium to small, so you no longer have medium camps near the mid lane, which should be a buff to Alchemist, but in general it should be a nerf for most other mid laners. It does mean that you can kill them faster, which is kind of nice. The Prowlers are just RIP, ceremonial purposes, they're gone. I don't think a lot of people will miss them, but they were kind of nice to be able to farm when you have spellcasting heroes. So definitely it sucks for some heroes like Storm and Shadow Fiend maybe. Shadow Fiend still kills the other creeps really easily, so he doesn't really care. But like Puck, some heroes just can't kill other ancients. So adjusted low ground tree layout near both outposts to prevent channeling from low ground without destroying the trees first. Makes sense. Remove a tree to make an opening in the tree line to the right of the mid radiant tier 1 tower. Okay, well, we'll have to check that in game. Change the camp to the right of the radiant secret shop from medium to hard, and swapped the hard camp to the right of the radiant top tier 2 tower with the ancient in the primary jungle. All right, so quite interesting. They removed the ancients from the bottom side, so now we're gonna have the opposite split of ancients again. So you can't just control one side of the map and you have both the ancients, and the other side you have Roche. But now that means that the top side of the map should be more important to control in theory, since now you have both the Roche and an ancient there. So that's pretty powerful. Reduce the size of the Radiant safe lane hard camp spawn box. And Radiant safe lane small camp spawn box size has been increased. And the Dire safe lane small camp, since there are now multiple small camps, you have to specify, I guess, has been reduced. So a little bit harder, I guess, to stack the Radiant side, and easier to stack the Dire side small camp. Alright, what else we have? Outposts can no longer be stolen by the other team until they kill one of your tier 2 towers. I really like this change. That should make it so that you can actually like react more to pushes, and it also is kind of funny because it incentivizes almost you to push the enemy offlane tower and organize a push from your safe lane, since no one can TP behind you because you have the outpost. But if you TP the enemy safe lane, if you push there, they can TP on the outpost behind you, which is obviously a threat. Not a super big threat since the TP is slow, but it is worth considering. All lane creeps will now avoid hero aggro until they're near enemy creeps, neutrals, or within 1550 range of their tier 1 tower. This is active until siege units spawn at 5 minutes. So no more shenanigans unless you're close to a tier 1 tower. So you can't go between the tier 2 and tier 3 and hijack there, which honestly I like. I feel like that was stupid anyway. This active Vega. Courier bounty is reduced and courier flies at level 4 instead of level 5. And courier is reduced in movement speed by 15% while carrying consumables. That's a pretty big change for the mid lane. Also for the side lanes though, since if you send out extra regen, it's going to be a very slow courier and very easy to snipe until it drops off the regen. Armor formula is now armor times 0.06 divided by 1 plus armor times 0.06. Okay, so whatever value you have divided by itself plus 1, which is an interesting change, I guess. If we look at the like what this tells me is that you should not be able to reach infinite armor, as in you should not be able to get higher and higher return on higher levels of armor with this change. You should also never be able to reach 100% physical immunity. The old armor formula allowed you to not only reach physical immunity, which was about I can't remember exactly what number, but it was actually reachable. I think it was 150, so not like reasonably reachable, but it was reachable, and you legit like took no damage. I think 150 was probably like 98%, and then 100% was at like 200 maybe. But this should make it so that every consecutive point of armor should be worth less and less, unless I'm mistaken in how I interpret this. But this should mean that going from 50 to 51 is going to be a smaller effective increase in tankiness than 20 to 21. Which was not the case before. Actually, the old patch going from 50 to 51 armor was more important than going from 20 to 21, which also led to Desolator being more impactful against super high armor heroes, which was really weird from my point of view. I'm sure there might be someone who already created like a graph to show the difference between the old armor formula and the current one that we have, but at least the old one, I believe, was quite different. Oh, someone did. All right, let me see. This is a graph here, huh? So percent damage reduction armor. This is a beautiful graph, dude. All right, so what this means is that as we see up until 10 armor, it's like identical pretty much, right? It's no difference at all. And by 20 armor, we have a little bit less damage reduction already than we used to at 20. And if we look at 40, we have quite a bit less than we had before, the blue one being the old one. We have quite a bit less, and if we look here towards the end, it may not look like a big difference here, but going up towards like 60 and 80, you can already see a pretty significant difference in tankiness. Like, it may not seem like a big step, but going from 80 to 90%, for instance, that's a pretty big difference, because you're taking half as much damage at that point. If you're taking 90% reduction instead of 80, you are effectively twice as tanky against physical. So it's a very, very big deal. And 60 I would say is what you can consider quite reasonably reachable numbers, like Timber Saws and Morphlings. Even Terrorblades can get close to that territory. Dragonites, you know, you can get close to this. Morphlings can go even higher. They can go up to fucking 80. So for that situation, it is quite nice. You can do damage to it now. Very nice, very nice. Okay, and armor per agility increased slightly from 0.16 to 1/6. Okay, so yeah, that's a very, very slight change. I don't think that it will have a major impact. What do we have? Tier 1 tower attack speed increased attack rates from 1.0 to 0.9 and base attack speed from 100 to 110. Tier 1 towers damage reduced from 110 to 90, same overall DPS. I saw this. This at first sounded like something that's going to fuck with last hitting quite a lot, but I mean, I do believe that it's going to be easier once you get used to it. But initially, this scares me reading because farming on a tower is like such a trained-in behavior. But looking at the changes, I do believe that this is going to make it overall easier to farm on a tower. But interestingly enough as well, since the damage numbers are lower from the tower, I think that you can pressure the enemy harder as well if you are tower diving the enemy, if you are going. So interesting to mention is that you can probably get more out of pressuring as well. Yeah, the range creeps die in 4 tower hits instead of 3, which is kind of a big deal. The damage range of a tier 1 tower is only 4 instead of a 20 now. Oh, they lowered the damage range as well. Interesting. Yeah, that's more consistent. That I really like. And tier 2 towers, similar thing there, more attack speed and same DPS. And this is gonna make the towers more capable of defending themselves, since they will waste less attacks because they will overkill less, right? If you have higher attack speed and lower damage numbers but the same DPS, then you're gonna have less overkills and they're gonna defend themselves more efficiently. At least that's what I would assume. And siege unit health is increased by 60. I suppose this is to make sense for tower last hitting. I suppose that you now need what, like 4? Is it 4 or 5 hits from the tower to kill a siege creep now? I wonder. I guess 4 hits. 4 hits should probably do it. Or maybe 4 hits and then you last hit it, and 5 hits to kill if the tower goes alone. Alright, what else do we have? All pick drafting has been reworked. Each team now picks 2 heroes per round before they are revealed, rather than just 1. Final round is a single selection. It goes from 1-1-1-1 to 2-2-1. Okay, 2-2-1 is. I mean, that's exciting, picking 2 heroes at the same time. It does mean that there's more darkness in the pick phase, so to say. More risk, for sure. Since you're gonna pick your 2 supports probably first, and then you pick like carry and offlane, and that double pick definitely means that there can be some big cheese picks coming out, I think. Some captain's mode changes I don't care too much about. Not gonna list. Random draft hero pool is reduced. I actually like that because I think random draft just didn't really feel worth playing, but now it sounds kind of nice, you know, bring that number down. Fountain has a Furious Swipe style attacking, increasing its damage by 3 for every hit. Okay. Neutral items nearby enemy range drop restriction is increased. Very good. Will no longer drop if the real hero source of kills is teleporting. Will no longer drop from meeple clones if the Meeple Prime is not nearby. Meeple Prime. Lifesteal Amp now stacks diminishingly. HP blah, 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 diminishing. Okay, makes sense. Halberd nerf, you know. Necronomicon. Oh, hello. Hello, my old friend. Hello. What do we have to say here? No longer provides the Archer aura. Movement speed and attack speed of the Necro units is increased with the same amount as the aura provided. Okay, cool. That's a pretty big thing. Movement and attack speed aura removed.
Did I miss a lot of the patch review?
You can see a slider on the right side here. You missed about yay much. Thank you for the resub. No, you definitely didn't. Attack damage type changed from piercing to hero, and the damage amount is adjusted such that the net effect is minus 57% versus creeps, minus 10% versus buildings, plus 26% versus heroes. So Necrobook is way weaker against creeps, way weaker. 57% is a huge nerf. They will not be able to kill the ancients anymore. They will not be able to flash farm for you as well at all. They will kind of die if you send them into jungle to farm for you. Necrobooks used to be able to clear like what 4 creep camps without a problem, like even at Necro level 1. Now it's definitely not the case. So now Necrobook is a killing item. So Beastmaster might still enjoy it, but it's still worse against buildings too. Mana Regen is also nerfed to only be 2 on level 1, and Last Will no longer possesses spell immunity, which is kind of crazy that it did, but it was only for a short while that it did, with the BKB changes. I like it though, good changes. I think that Necrobook will definitely be nerfed by a lot. Lycan will still buy it and be fucking huge. That's true. I mean, Lycan does more damage to heroes with his Necrobook now than before, but he farms a lot slower, like so much slower. So that's always something. Hemo Dominator no longer provides damage and regen aura. Dominate now also gives the creep a buff that provides plus 40 base damage, 12 HP regen, and 4 mana point regen. Wow, a lot of mana regen to the creep. Okay. I'm not sure which creep is the best to dominate now. It's a lot of base damage increase. I don't know. Interesting. Cooldown is reduced, and the recipe is now Helm of Iron Will, Crown, and Recipe. 6 armor, 6 regen, and 6 tall stats. Okay. Okay. No, now it requires Mask of Death. Mask of Death? Mask of Death? We traveled back in time! We're in 2016 again. Mask of Death is back. Blades of Attack, Ring of Basilius, and 600 gold recipe. Total cost, blah, blah, blah. No longer provides armor, no longer provides stats, and lifesteal aura is reduced, but it does give 18 damage aura. So that's pretty decent, Yeah, we're Dota 1 again, guys. We're Dota 1. I like Vladimir's having the damage aura. It feels good to me. It feels good. Drums now requires Crown, Sage's Mask, Windlace, and 600 gold recipe. No longer provides 20 attack speed aura. Now provides 6 all stats, 1.5 mana regen, and 20 movement speed bonus. And attack speed bonus is increased from 35 to 45, and active movement speed is increased from 12 to 13. Okay. I mean, I like the active of drums being strong. Just pop them. A little bit of a nerf to Buckler. Now uses Buckler instead of Chainmail. Now provides 3 armor aura. Self armor is so the mech has the armor aura again. Okay, that's pretty strong. I mean, it actually gives more reason to buy mech again, I feel. For your team, the stats being taken away kind of sucks though. That definitely feels a bit bad, but the armor is good. Crimson Guard no longer provides 3 to all stats, and cooldown reduced from 46 to 40. It's the drums Crimson. Fucking Tubi, he's coming at you. Blade Mail has 500 gold recipe instead of using Robe of Magi. It no longer grants 8 intelligence. Armor bonus increased from 6 to 7. And has a passive component that returns 20 plus 20% of the attack damage. This is the old Blade Mail essentially coming back. The early days of Blade Mail is coming back, but also with active. So yeah, you basically become Centaur. Very scary. At the start, the blade mail stacks, and you could have 500% returning damage. Oh, very nice, very nice. 500% though? How 500? Could you activate all of them at the same time, or did it just activate all of them when you clicked one of them? Dear Lord, that sounds crazy. Blitz Knuckles. It's Blitz Knuckles. New basic item costs 1,000 gold, provides 35 attack speed. Fucking PogChamp, guys. I mean, I'm hyped, man. Blitz Knuckles is here. It turns into the Monkey King bar. Now requires Blitz Knuckles. The damage is lowered by 10 and the attack speed is increased by 25. Dude, MKB never looked so hot before. It's actually looking real strong. That attack speed sounds good, man. Sounds dope. 35 attack speed for 1,000 golds. It's pretty good. Dude, I want to run around with 6 Blitz Knuckles now. Yeah, Blitz Knuckles TA. Oblivion Staff, bonus damage increased from 10 to 15. Okay. And the mana regen reduced from 55 to 4. Intelligence reduced from 25. Sorry. I only recently woke up. To 20, and reduced recipe cost reduced from 775 to 475. So total cost is down to 3,475. Dude, that's a cheap orchid. That's gonna speed up your orchid timing, which is really good for killing heroes that rush Manta. If you get your orchid before Manta and so on, like, or Beak Bee, that's sort of impactful. Shadow Amulet is cheaper, no longer provides attack speed though. Okay. The Glimmer Cape now combines from Shadow Amulet, Cloak, and Gloves of Haste. Cool, cool. So it's still the same cost. Interesting. And Shadow Blade now combines from Shadow Amulet, Blitz Knuckles. Oh my god, Blitz Knuckles is here again. And Broadsword. Okay. Huh. It's interesting. 3 1,000 cost items. So many 1,000 cost items now. And the attack speed is increased and the damage is slightly reduced. Okay. Overall bit of a buff, I guess, for Shadowblade. Bit of a buff. Echo Saber slow is not only applied by real heroes. By real heroes. It's like, does Monkey King clone not apply it anymore? Is Monkey Ulti just fucked now? Or... Doppelgangers don't get it? I mean... So, you mean clones don't get it? Because there's clones, illusions, and heroes, basically, right? Illusions never had it. Heroes had it, and clones did have it as well.
Yes. A 2-for-1 deal. Leave it to me. Lots and lots.
Oh, yeah. You don't get slowed.
First blood. Well, today anyway.
Alright. Yeah, that's a big nerf to Monkey King's ulti for sure. Because like Echo Saber with Monkey ulti was very strong. On the other hand, Silver Edge is now requiring the Echo Saber instead of Ultimate Orb. Now provides 40 damage, 45 attack speed, 12 strength, 10 int, 1.5 mana regen, keeps the other benefits from components. So that sounds like the Silver Edge is now a pretty big item. I mean, it's a 6,100 golds upgrade for the Echo Saber. So Echo Saber is not a dead end item anymore. Honestly, It's kind of nice. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it for a monkey still. Yeah, so you have the passive of echo striking, and then you have the active of shadow walking. Yeah, Slark is gonna be happy, dude. Slark is licking his lips right now. Thank you, Fleddy, for the resub. Let's move on to the bracers. Bracers reduced stats by 1 on everything. No longer grants magic resistance. Now grants 3 damage and 0.75 HP regen. Okay. Wraith bands now grants 1.5 armor and 5 attack speed. So they keep the attack speed, right? And null talismans now grant 0.6 mana regen and 3% spell. Dude, Skywrath. 9 null talismans, right? 9 of them. Oh my god. Put some in the backpack to swap them in just to feel if they give better mana. Oh my god. So amazing. So amazing. I mean, the Wraith Band stacking for armor is interesting now. I wonder... I actually figured out one build already. I'm not gonna tell you though. It's a hero that normally doesn't go for a lot of Wraith Bands that will go for a lot of Wraith Bands now. Man, I have a fucking plan. The Ring of Regen is worse and cheaper, but it is more cheaper than it is worse. Sage's Mask is worse and cheaper, but it's more worse than it is cheaper. The casual Sage's Mask doesn't look so good anymore. Ring of Protection is more expensive, okay, but it's probably fine. Recipe increased. Total price remains the same for all these items. Sure. Total cost was reduced. Oh, tranquils are cheaper. Okay. I like how it says that the total cost was reduced twice. Like, I get it. The broken tranquils and the normal tranquils cost the same. Man, they should be extra cheap. Let's see. Did anyone of you guess it? No. Shit. Someone guessed it. It's true though. It's a good one. No longer provides mana loss reduction. Now provides mana regen amplification. This feels like a big storm nerf. It might not play out as one, but you can no longer do the crazy long zips as storm when I read this. But on the other hand, your sustainability is probably similar. I guess maybe a little bit better than before, but yeah, it feels worse for sure. And yeah, it goes up to 30%. Sure. Big changes here. Spell amp is increased though on the Kaya. No longer provides spell lifesteal amplification for the Sanj, and Kaya now provides 24% spell lifesteal amplification. So Kaya and Yasha, or Yasha and Kaya, or Bloodstone provides 30% spell lifesteal amplification. Now this is very strange because not many heroes in the game have spell lifesteal, right? Like, spell lifesteal is a rare commodity in Dota, unless you get an Octarine. But by the point you have an Octarine, you know, like we're getting pretty deep into theory of deep expensive items. Soul Booster now provides 10% magic resistance, and on the other components as well. Bloodstone has 85 cooldown instead of 250. Wow, you use Bloodstone a lot more. Leshrac, dude. Big buff for Leshrac. Voodoo Mask! New base item. Grants 12% spell lifesteal, 2.5 against creeps, and costs 900 gold. I like that it's the same cost as the Mask of Death. Oh, sorry. Wait, are we calling it Mask of Death? Is it Morbid Mask or Mask of Death? I don't know. Last I heard it was Mask of Death. Yeah, it's the same cost, right, as the Mask of Death. So that's kind of cool. And then we have the Octarine. No longer provides bonus intelligence. Okay. But it does have the Voodoo Mask. It requires the Voodoo Mask and a recipe. Okay. Very interesting. I mean, yeah, imagine Bristleback with Voodoo Musk and like Kaya and Sanj. That's horrifying, dude. Veil attributes reduced from 9 to 4. The recipe cost is down from 1150 to 650. Cooldown is increased, and the spell amplification is reduced by 2%. Okay. Yeah, that's true. The total cost is a lot lower on the Octarine now. So Octarine is actually not a huge item anymore in terms of cost. And that means that the CDR is more available to more people in terms of cost. So that's kind of cool. I like it. We're definitely going to see more Octarines. Holy Locket can now be targeted on allied units with a magic stick active. Range 500. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, Holy Locket on Oracle now, dude. I mean, I'm not an Oracle player, but if I was an Oracle player, you know I would click that fucking ulti and then click Holy Locket and someone's just good. Pog champ, dude. I can't wait for the team that goes for 5 fucking Holy Lockets and then just magic sticks each other. No matter who you go on, everyone just magic stick each other. Save each other. Oh my god. What a great item. Just, you know, pop 5 people's magic stick on him. Oh my god. It's so good. It's worth it. It's worth all the golds. All the gold for sure. Thank you, Buster. Appreciate the resub. Alright, what else do we have? Soul Ring now requires gauntlets and ring of protection, same total cost, and now provides 6 strength and 2 armor. Okay, no HP regen anymore. Hyperstone hits faster, Assault Cuirass hits faster, less stats, Bloodthorn hits faster. Battle Fury now uses a Claymore instead of Mythra Hammer. We've come full circle! And the damage is reduced from 60 to 55. And the Amber Lamps is coming. It's coming. Mana regen is reduced. We've definitely come full circle. It sounds like a bit of a nerf to Battle Fury overall, to me, actually. I would probably rather pay that bit of money for these things, but I don't know. You do get your Battle Fury faster, so there's some value in that. Broadsword damage is reduced from 16 to 15. Crystallis damage is reduced from 34 to 32. Recipe cost is reduced by 200. Cloak is reduced. And total cost is the same on the hood. Satanic just boom, 500 gold recipe. Alright. That's pretty expensive now for a Satanic. And more tedious to build. It's always something. That's a pretty big nerf to the Satanic Halberd meta, or Sanjasha Satanic meta. People have been buying it every single game. Meteor Hammer has a shorter cooldown, and the stun duration is down a little bit, and it requires a Perseverance, Crown, and 250 gold. Wow! Now provides 8 to all stats, 6.5 HP regen, and wow, the build-up is so nice though. It's so nice, right? Isn't the build-up so nice, chat? I think it's so nice, actually. Spirit Vessel no longer has a heal reduction aura. The soul release regen is increased from 30 to 40. The DPS is increased by 10 as well. Wow, the active is scary. Active is a lot scarier now. And enemy HP regen reduction is increased by 10% as well. Wow, so the earn is a lot better aggressively, but it doesn't stop the heal. And Shiva's freezing aura now applies 25% heal reduction in the area. Recipe cost increased by 100. The active was actually nerfed? What? This active on Spirit Vessel? I mean, I don't think so. Not in my mind. No heal aura anymore. Yeah, I know that it doesn't have a heal. Wait, it's the heal reduction aura is not there anymore. But you have 10 more damage, and you have 10% more enemy HP reduction, enemy HP regen reduction. Oh yeah, it used to be more. Yeah, true. With the heal aura, sure. But I mean, this is still. I mean, depending on how much the enemy heals, but this is still a buff to the active on it. Whether you like, if you try and dig deep into, yeah, it was stronger when it had everything. I'm not gonna deny that, but the active is like de facto stronger. It's 35 DPS for 8 seconds instead of 25. You can look at the other parts and say that it's, you know, it was stronger before, which it was. I mean, Silver Spirit Vessel was broken, so it's been nerfed, and that makes sense. But the active component is still a stronger part of it now, which is scary. And of course, if you have a lot of heals, you can mitigate that perhaps in some way. But if you don't have heals, then you're more fucked now than you would have been before. Dagon recipe now belt, band, and robe, and 1300 recipe, and gives all stats. Okay, not sure people are gonna buy it so much more, but I guess it's a bit nice that it gives all stats. No longer provides 10 HP regen or 10 health regen, nor heal regen amplification. Now passively provides 1% health regeneration. Wow, even in combat. I guess it's kind of strong. If you reach like 5000 HP on a Spectre, you have 50 HP regen that cannot be stopped. Okay, kind of scary, I guess. And then 50% health regen amp outside of combat. That's so much weaker than the heal outside of combat before, though, right? 50% health regen amplification. That's nothing compared to the old like Giga heart heal. Yeah, it sounds weaker overall to me. The recipe cost is increased and the strength is reduced as well. This definitely sounds like a weaker version of heart. I don't know. I mean, it's good in the fight, I guess, but it was pretty easy before to just dip out for like a few seconds and come back in on full HP. This feels like a nerf more than a buff. It's definitely better if you're in the fight, but it's also more expensive and gives you less strength to begin with, which is quite painful. I have Scotty heal reduction increased from 35 to 40. Oh boy. And the slow is increased as well. Oh la la. My Eye of Scotty. Quelling Blade, cost reduced from 150 to 130. Melee bonus damage from 18 to 15. And the range from 5 to 6. Quelling Blade? Does Quelling Blade stack? It doesn't stack, does it? I don't think it stacks, right? Pretty sure it doesn't stack. It used to stack long ago, and then they made it not stack, I think, with the Kunkka, as far as I remember.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, it doesn't stack. What about Quelling plus Talon? They do not stack. I mean, Talon doesn't work that way anymore, basically, so.
Prepare for battle.
I know it. The trail is fresh.
Still counts as a melee one, even if you didn't skill side blades. Feels bad, man. TA counting as a ranged hero while also having like lower ranged than actual ranged or actual melee heroes. Yeah. It's interesting change. Lincoln's is 300 cheaper. That's pretty good. Abyssal got, wow, a very minor reduction in the cast range. Very minor reduction. Evasion reduced by 5% on the halberd. The agility is increased. Multiplier, oh, Midas gives more experience. Still trash item though. 15 seconds less on the refresher. 100 less gold on the ultimate orb. Mana regen is reduced on raindrops. Projectile speed is bigger on nullifier. Oh, that's kind of good. I mean, nullifier is a pretty trashy item overall, but maybe it can have some more uses now. Maybe it can be a bit stronger. The Ag's Blessing is cheaper. Probably good. Though it is a bit sad that it goes away from that beautiful 6,000 total cost, you know. Etherlens recipe is reduced. And travels cooldown is lower on level 2 travels. Oh boy, only 30? Smoke is cheaper. Sentries replenish faster. Tome is cheaper. Support, man, they just live the easy life. Heart on PL is mega trash now. It just reveals the real PL very fast. Oh, I bet. I bet. Yeah, don't buy heart. Yeah, change something. Neutral items. What do we have? Pickup range for mangoes is increased. Doubled. Wow. Minimap icon. Oh, I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be beautiful. No longer drops if another consumable item is dropped in the same tier. Wow. I was actually so triggered by that because I felt like way too many games I had both the mango tree and royal jelly, and I always found myself just going like, what the fuck? Where's my item? We don't have the items we need. That bad words. Yeah, bad words. Bad words indeed. That's a good change. Let's see. Wow, broom handle with a attack range increased by 15. Long range broom handle. Movement speed is reduced and the armor is reduced on Arcane Ring. Yeah, I do feel like Arcane Ring, Iron Talon, and Faded Brooch were the strongest. Broom handle getting extra range on melee heroes again though. You can hit from far away. Monkey King is smiling. Vampire Fangs has more night vision now, less damage reduction on the Philosopher's Stone. Essence Ring is weaker. Clumsy Net has lower cast range and less stats. Fairfire and Repair Kit got the same thing. They don't drop if the other one drops. More damage on Fairfire. Dude, I love Fairfire. I really want this item now. 60-second cooldown on Repair Kit and 25 HP regen. Wow. I'm sure Tubi wants this item, so I guess we'll be fighting over which one drops. Spider Legs is nerfed, makes sense. Fixed it, granting permanent 400 range to Tempest Double. True, good idea, good idea. 5-second cooldown instead of 6. Oh, dude, the DPS increase on Quiver. That's pretty substantial, right? It's pretty substantial DPS increase. So, what, 16% DPS increase? Not too bad, not too bad. Orb of Destruction. Okay. Yeah, minor nerfs. I mean, minor nerf, but also slows more. Yeah, I guess it's kind of good. I guess it's good. Mindbreaker cooldown is reduced. I'm surprised Mindbreaker is so long. Wait. Cooldown reduced? Oh yeah, the silence was so long. It was 20 seconds. I was surprised that the Mindbreaker had such a long silence cooldown actually, when you look at like Quiver and Princess Knife. Base damage increase on Titan's Liver is more, but status resistance is lower. Okay, I like it. Paladin Sword has more damage, less lifesteal, and less healing amp. Okay. I'm down with it. Sure. Princess Knife is 10-second cooldown. Oh my god, dude. Imagine going CDR build. Full CDR build with the Princess Knife on like SF or something. Full fucking CDR. It's interesting. Flicker, not too interesting change. Illusionist Cape takes more damage. Impact radius is bigger and 50 more damage again on Havoc Hammer. It deals some damage, this Havoc Hammer, for sure. I wish they would increase the strength component of it though. I like it more that it plays towards strength heroes, but maybe they don't want to break Pudge. Lamp, 100 more heal, and Pirate Hat no longer steals gold on kills, can be activated to dig for a bounty rune with 100% success rate. Cooldown 40 seconds. Or minutes. Or hours. Or patches. We don't know exactly. It's 40 something. Pirate Hat on Arc Warden in late game? Arc Warden with Aghanim's and Pirate Hat? Yes, yes, your bounty runes, my sir. I will serve. I live to serve. Oh, you want bounty runes? How many do you want? 1, 2, 3? I'll make it 4. Here you are, 4 bounty runes. Dig them up. Oh my god, dude. Well, I need to go in here.
Arc Warden. The self.
Arc Warden. Pirate
Prepare
Hatto.
for battle.
Alright,
Word.
here we are. Oh my god, 20 seconds to dig bounty runes?
Selves. Yes. Toward.
I need more.
synthesis. The self moves. Unity must be achieved. Stand firm. Ahead.
Why did those runes disappear so fast compared to bounty
The
runes?
self seeks.
Oh my god.
Phasing. Always aware. Yes. It is not time yet. Not yet. Unison.
Oh my god.
Balance the scale.
Balance. It's the Steam summer sales. All the money is coming in here.
None shall elude
We found
me.
the intake, Valve's money intake from the Steam summer sales. It's all in the Arc Warden. Guess it's more efficient on Dazzle with Octarine, isn't it? I mean, not overall production since you have Aghanims on... The Aghanims on Arc Warden is leading to more bounty runes than you could have with this.
Prepare for battle.
This is 15-second cooldown.
Yes.
We had like what, 28-second cooldown on Arc Warden. So yeah, even without the Aghanims on Arc Warden is better.
To shadow.
Arc Warden is a better money printer. But never mind money printing. Let's see what's our cooldown on this. 3.75 second cooldown.
A spiritual journey. Indeed.
That's as a pig. Good day to fight.
A touch of the old magic.
You're a frog now.
Ask and you'll receive. Sacred scepter. Shadow wave.
It does work with the Aghanims.
That goes. One army.
First blood. Safe word. It's not time yet. Not not gravely mistake. Curse you.
There is no
Shadow priest. Splinter of the primordial origin. Juggernaut stands ready. Of course.
Prepare for battle.
Ow! Ow!
We go.
Ow!
As Fine idea. At last. On it. Swiftly now. It's almost time. First blood.
Wasn't nice.
The first of many bloodings.
Yeah,
My shadow shall darken all green.
not bad. That's without the active, guys. Iron Shell is bad versus Blade Mail now? Wait, it's only on auto attacks, right? There's no way it's on spells, right? It should only be on auto attacks, I think. The passive. Yeah, every time you're attacked. If it was on spells, yeah, then you shackle someone as Rasta, you insta-die, because shackle is like 1,000,000 damage instances. What is this?
I don't know how this gets like out into the wild. Can't even cast off.
It looks like he doesn't realize.